Hey guys, Feeler here. So I'm gonna make a little video here. We're coming up to the epic version of the Desert Perpetual raid. I'm going to basically go over like what the class comp's gonna look like, what strats you're gonna want to go for. It's rumored to be different mechanics, but I'm pretty sure every encounter is not gonna be changed. So strat number one, you're basically just want to do, you're gonna want to do the encounter that hasn't changed at all first, and then you're gonna want to copy from everyone else. You'll just go ahead and watch everyone else's strats. So I want to walk through loadouts as well. So loadout wise, like realistically Titan, you're going to be using, because of not swap, you're just going to be using PKs for most bosses, like most bosses except for Wyvern, like unless there's new bosses, but Wyvern, you're going to have to use rockets, to be real. So you're going to be doing like rocket spam. That's going to be the most consistent rocket spam with like a Song Warlock, rocket 8 spamming. Most consistent for sure. PK for like every other crit boss. Every other crit boss, like PK is just more consistent, less reliance for a teammate to be on tractor or whatever. Or well, not tractor, but less reliance on the G-horn. So yeah, PK for Hydra. PK for Hydra for sure. And then basically rockets for any other boss. I mean, there's like potential to use rockets on final. If you're running a hunter, like if you're running like 2 hunters, like there's potential to use rockets because you just throw the Warlock on galley. But if hunters are like, if combo blow is not fixed come contest mode, you're not gonna be using hunters. You won't be using hunters, or unless PKs get disabled. But as of now, you will be using PKs for sure, and then some sort of rocket on a Titan for sure. And then like any transition or whatever, just fucking go ramparts. Just go on to ramparts. That'll get you through the transitions fast. So let's hop over to Warlock now. So Warlock, like fairly simple here. Warlock is straight up gonna be just like Boots of Assembler. Now, certain bosses might warrant like Speaker Sight or maybe even Fellwinter. Speaker Sight keeping you guys alive in damage, or like Fellwinter for like a debuff. Like, I mean, the chance of you running Fellwinter though in like day one's gonna be kind of low. So just run Boots of Assembler because it works in your well now, so you're going to be giving 10% to all your teammates. Well, given like it actually works well. So you at least give like 10% to yourself and another teammate, which is well worth. It's better than Sanguine. It'll give healing too in the well, because the way it works is like well is going to count for both the empowered portion and the heal portion. Because like when you're in a heal rift, it shoots out heal seekers, but it counts for both in the well. So that's method. And I'm going to be real, bro. If you're on a Warlock, you're going to be on tractor. You're going to be pushed onto tractor. Other than Boots of Assembler though, if you are running Song of Flame, I don't have the loadout set because I'm not going to run Warlock, but I just tell you guys. So if you're on a Warlock and you're on Song of Flame for Wyvern, go ahead and use Verity's Brow. Go ahead and use Verity's Brow. Because on Wyvern, the strat for Titan is going to be like nade spamming. If you're on Verity's, that's pretty huge for Titans, because it's going to be like rocket nade spam. So you'll do Verity's, okay, and then you'll be using Song of Flame. Make sure you're using base solar, by the way. Base solar is the only subclass that'll give Radiant to your teammates with Song of Flame, because Song of Flame doesn't by like default give Radiant to your teammates. And don't use the Prism one because it's on melee kill with the melee to give Radiant. This one's on hit if you're on regular solar. So basically you'll be using Verity's Brow. You'll go nade snap with Verity. The reason you'll do nade snap is because the ignition that'll succumb from that will be buffed by Verity if you do the nade first. Because when you apply like an instance of Scorch, and that's like buffed Scorch, it'll count for it'll just count as buff Scorch when you finish the stacking with your melee. So that's Warlock basically. Warlock is fairly simple. Oh, and then yeah, Mints. You'll just be spamming Mints with that as well. To improve your total, you'll use like another special weapon like Pure Recollection. This one's good. Or you'll be on, if there's really that much need for healing, you'll be on a heal frame. If you happen to get the one like in the raid, that's gonna be the best one. If you happen to get it. Hunter, like Hunter is pretty open right now. What you'll be doing for Hunter is you'll either like, if they fix grapples, there'll be a reason to bring a Hunter in. You'll use Lucky Pants, Finality Agape. Use this rotation, right? Goldie, triple shot Goldie. This is an absolute monster for giving like class healing. By far like one of the best in terms of class healing. Yeah, Lucky Pants Agape. Use that. You got to stay on Lucky Pants the whole time because you can't switch armor and shit like that. You can switch like class items. So you can switch exotic class items. You can't switch any armor. You can switch weapons though, as long as it stays within the same ammo type. You can switch weapons. Doesn't matter if it goes exotic to legendary. It's the same diff. Alternative builds. Speedloader slacks is very good. I have a video of this on my YouTube channel. I have a video like after patch of Temporal Blast. This will be very good in damage. This build is like fairly consistent with super good survivability. Because I'm really utilizing the class set. So like, I'll give you guys a good example. So Hydra, you can abuse this class stat when shooting the shield. Like, this is my Hydra loadout. You basically go behind the shield, you dodge, and then I'm actually using a font too. You'll have like a 30 HP overshield when sitting behind like the shield to shoot the eyes. Like the chance of you dying is gonna be like kind of low. So there's this strat. You could use this on almost all the bosses, but critting is like, I would say using it on crit bosses is definitely gonna be better, obviously. So yeah, I'll do that. Armor set wise, really try and maximize getting the smoke jumper set. That set is huge. So if you guys didn't know, the smoke jumper set, or like the Despairing Souls like set, my bad guys. The Despairing Souls set, when you first pick up an orb, is going to give you 45% damage reduction, which then decays down at 1 second, or like 0. It'll be visually 0. But at 1 second, it's going to decay down to a 13% reduction in damage. But if you have hunters doing stuff like this, like golden gun spamming, you're realistically always going to have that. If you have at least 2 hunters, you're always going to have at least probably 20% DR from that origin trait. Okay, so moving on from like conventional weapon DPS strats is grapples. So currently right now, combination blow is sort of buggy, but if they fix this, if they fix combination blow and it's like actually working, this is like a very good potential strat to use, I would say, for Wyvern especially. So Wyvern is super duper ad dense and is not a very conventional boss to damage with like conventional weapon strats. So going with grapples is pretty like appealing to most teams because it's easy to do because of the sheer amount of ads, and is also ammo efficient. You know, you're not using any ammo, you know. Other than Wyvern, you can use this on Hobgoblin as well. Like I said, if the bosses don't change, you know, conventional strats, grapples work on Hob, Wyvern. You can use grapples on Green Man too, Titan, but I just wouldn't. It's actually slower. For some reason, Hunter grapples faster than Titan. But you'll just be using basically like Grapple Hunter if it works, or you'll be doing conventional DPS strats. Class comp wise, it's going to be 2 Warlocks every encounter and mostly Titans for almost every encounter. The only 2 encounters I would say that you'd put more Hunters is like Wyvern and Hobgoblin. You would do like a 2-2-2. 2 Warlocks, 2 Hunters, 2 Titans if grapples work. If grapples work, you go 2-2-2. If they don't work, you're just going to go 2-4, which would be 2 Warlock, 4 Hunter, or not 4 Hunter, 4 Titans. That would be your tech. Because outside of like grapple damage, Hunters don't really have the greatest like weapon damage. They don't have good weapon damage. Titan's far more consistent and just has better team like team buffing capabilities. So Titan, and moving back over to Titan, if you're on Titan, right, you're gonna be throwing down bolt charge barricades. Realistically, you're gonna be on arc throwing down bolt charge barricades. So a lot of people also don't know this. Rally barricade gives you 60% DR to blast damage when you're sitting behind a barricade. So if you have this and you're on final boss, this is huge compared to running like a Hunter. Can't really buff you much, you know. There's not much that a Hunter can really buff you. So Titan's just huge for team buffing capabilities. And then like just the super spam is crazy on Titan still. Just using Antidote, a GL. This rotation right here in range will put up about like 4,500 DPS. Near enough 5k. It's like pretty strong for just spamming PK. If you were able to swap, it would be around like 5.5k. But yeah, guys, this is basically it. Target the smoke jumper set. That one's huge. And get your PK rotations in check. Get your PK rotations. Make sure you have some sort of burst damage rotation as well, just in case. Because not every boss in DP is going to be crit. Like Wyvern, for example, is not crit. Like, unless you want to div him, but diving is just not the tech. Diving is definitely not the tech. So I would run at least one like set of loadouts that has a rocket on it. It's gonna happen at some point in the raid. This last raid race was like almost all like legend of Acreus, but Acreus is just not great. It has heavy ammo issues just like rockets, so you might as well just run the higher DPS. And also rockets with the Heliatus grenade spam just has better total. So run rockets, sparing soul set, make sure you have a loadout swap for even more total. Run Pneuma Lapis. Run this pulse, it's hella good. It's got better total than Mint, the super regen's better. Yeah, just it's better in general. So yeah guys, that's the contest overview.